Manhood Hour. What is a man? What is a man?
It's an adult human male.
Manhood. Hillary or President Trump?
I voted for Hillary Clinton.
Beta male. A man is a male who turns to man. Alpha male. Live right, be right, and lead the way.
I do rely on my mom.
Welcome back, ladies and germs, to American Super Squad, episode 10.
Whoa, double digits.
Double digits. We're out of the singles, baby. We're into the doubles.
Or as Matt puts it, of age.
No, yet again.
What a fucking liar, dude.
I don't know about that.
Ramon can't hear the sound bites because he forgot to bring his fucking headphones this time.
My
so
gamer setup is at home.
I have the true power now.
I don't know about that.
Just to start off the show, we have yet another special guest, our third guest so far.
Whoa.
Tessa Hoyos.
Third time's the charm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Proof of my heterosexuality. So for
I don't know about
for
that.
all the doubters and haters out there.
Even your girlfriend is like, ooh, I don't know.
Well, she's got to try to curry favor to get on the podcast somehow.
No,
this is not. I know I'm part Jewish, but this is not some sort of cabal situation. Okay.
I would say there's.
well,
some
we don't
cabal
know
activity.
if he's actually Jewish.
First of all, don't ever question my Jewish heritage. Second of all, you're Italian, so.
Okay, Matthew North.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little Mussolini versus the Juden issue going on right
Yeah,
now.
always the Italians coming after the proud Jewish man.
Always,
along with the Germans. Good thing we don't have any Germans on the pod today.
Thank God.
If Jacob was on the pod, oh my God, I'd be in trouble.
Uh-oh. I hear the marching, folks.
Get
It's
Jacob.
Starting.
Oh my God, I just realized all three of our guests make up the Axis powers.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Wait, what's Ramon?
Jacob, no, our guests. Jacob is German, Zosha, Japanese, Tessa, Italian.
Oh, that is awesome.
This was not planned, but now that I realize it, I kind of
Apologies-
wish it was.
Apologies in advance to our Israeli listeners.
Yeah, they're so far 16% of our listeners are in Tel Aviv, Israel. So shout out to that. I feel like the IDF is just keeping tabs on us, but you know,
Yeah,
we
whatever.
appreciate the viewership.
Hello, Tel Aviv.
Yeah, how are the gay bars down there? Ramon is interested.
Yeah, in investing and making money off of them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
He's
nice
Purely
save.
financial interest.
nice save. Yeah,
Purely
the econ
financial.
major has
Thank
to
you.
save it with economics.
Mm-hmm.
Yet again, we have no topics for the pod today, but we do have, some general things we wanted to cover, starting with Dudes Rock News.
Dudes rock.
We have some things we talked about before starting the episode, some pieces of news, some politics, some events happening in the world.
The topic of this show is the political, unbiased, unfiltered extravaganza.
Oh, yes. Unbiased and uncut.
Ramon is so excited.
I'm very excited.
He's been excited for days.
Well, I want to hear your take on politics too.
Yeah. Tessa has a very unbiased household where she really gets both sides of the aisle. Definitely not slanted in one direction or the other.
Yeah, definitely. Just a disclaimer, I hate everyone in politics. Like, they're all useless. So...
Oh, yeah, except for Andrew Yang. Tessa's actually a part of the Forward Party.
Yang gang. Yeah.
Yang gang, baby. Famously, Tessa's mom watches a lot of Fox News.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, including, my uncle's wife. She's not really my aunt, but my uncle's wife.
My wife's son.
Yeah. my wife's boyfriend's stepson.
Twice removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that side of the family kind of gravitates
Well, where are
towards
they
Fox
from?
News. They are from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh.
New York, baby.
New York,
City
New
that never
York.
sleeps.
Yeah, take a fat guess as to where my uncles live.
Fucking quiz.
They're part of what we call the American boot on this show.
Yeah. Florida Jit. Real Florida Jit.
Yeah. I think that was was that an original bit we put in the show? It's like the Italian guy but he's like a New York Guido Italian. He's like, what part of the boot you from, hun? And he's on vacation in Florida. He's asking some like redneck girl in like Pensacola Beach.
I don't think you've ever mentioned that on the pod, but now you have.
That's one of my favorite things to think about. He's just going on a vacation from his like waste management job in Florida, and he's like, "What part of the boot you from, hun?" She's like, Pensacola. I could tell by that accent. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can enlighten us on a little bit of the background. They're from New York.
They're from New York. They grew up there. My mom left to follow a man, and they ended up here. And then they had 2 kids who are pretty below average.
Well,
So
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
You make up for it.
not really.
Well, let's see. What part of New York are they from?
I just said they're from Brooklyn.
Oh,
Yeah, you fucking moron. You
Pay
fucking
attention.
dunce.
yeah. Well, in one ear, out the other, as they say.
Yeah, of course.
Ramon's on his boomer shit.
Yeah,
I hate my wife. I don't listen to my wife.
that's another thing too. It's apparently on Twitter now they're starting to ban people or suspend people for the okay groomer thing.
Oh my god, that whole shit really grinds my fucking gears.
They're just okay groomer, just like trying to be
Like
cool about it.
the left really just shoots themselves in the foot constantly because, like, yes, dog whistles exist and people on the right accuse people on the left of like being pedophiles and groomers, but the solution is not to like ban people from using the word groomer even in a context where it actually makes sense, because like there are definitely instances of grooming.
I'd say a good,
Like, yes, I see the constant argument that, like, no, it's actually, like, Catholic priests that groom kids. And it's like, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
But it's also true that, like, it is kind of uncomfortable to, like, make a 10-year-old do drag and, like, do strip shows.
Yeah, well, and it's like the whole thing about priests being groomers, like we've known for the past, 1,000 years?
Yeah.
that Catholicism has existed.
It's old
There
hat.
have been broken, molested boys.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. What do you think of the Catholic Church?
I'm baptized Catholic, and I don't practice it because I don't agree with the church. So there you
Don't
go.
agree with their policy of
No.
touching boys?
No.
Elaborate.
What's there to elaborate on?
Well, I'm just trying to get a piece of your mind.
I don't like the Catholic Church.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Potential Muslim on the show? Potential Al Qaeda
Taking
member?
he's taking the
Hey,
Tucker
whoa,
Carlson
whoa,
approach.
whoa.
Yeah. Where were you on 9/11?
At my house, I was like 2 years old.
Likely story.
Two, the number 2.
Where were you on 9/11?
I was glued to the screen as a 2-year-old because I'm a patriot. And if we're keeping score here, Tessa was 2 years old at the time of 9/11. What's the difference between the numbers 9 and 11? 2. And you're gonna pretend like you're not involved somehow?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
I was on the other side of the country.
Almost like you knew what was gonna happen that day.
No,
Yeah.
I did not.
Almost like you needed an alibi.
I lived here. I lived here. My mother was on the phone with my grandma, who could see everything from her apartment in South Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It wasn't some little explosion.
Also, I just made this connection. Tessa starts with a T. You know what else starts with a T?
Don't.
Towers.
And terrorism.
And terrorism.
And Tel Aviv.
And tell me. No. We got the IDF listening. Let's not.
Do you want to keep
Where's
your
Tel Aviv?
Do you want to keep your Israeli audience or not?
Take them or leave them. Honestly,
Yeah.
they haven't given us enough shillings or whatever they use down there to buy us out yet. So
Yeah. If the IDF wants to keep listening, they have to at least contribute to our Patreon. So
yeah. Anyways, sorry, I'm just trying to get you involved in the show here. I don't want you to sit here and watch us
have our little
have
brain
a
wars.
war of the minds. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know, but you're just wrong in every way, shape, and form.
Got his ass.
Sort of era. We're in the era of fake news, so I don't
Yeah.
know what to believe.
Nobody knows what to believe anymore.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tucker Carlson, he's on vacation.
Boo.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm so fucking. I'm
Yeah,
heartbroken.
that boo is because Tessa misses him so much.
I really do. I miss hearing all of his stupid shit at 5 o'clock Pacific time every single weekday night.
Like, we were talking before the pod about how popular he is, and I can see why, because like most of his shit like borders on not even totally right wing, but like populist sort of stuff. Like, it does sort of border on like the Jews are controlling the media, but it's more like there are global elites.
Yeah.
And they're influencing our politics.
What What do Weinstein and Epstein have in common? Both of their names end in Steen.
Is there correlation? I'm not saying there is, but I'm just saying we should ask the question.
Why are all Jews pedophiles? The left doesn't want you to know why.
The L take, Tucker, L take.
I would say that's a W take in my book.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
So, Tessa, you think that's an L take? Matt, you think it's a dub take? Interesting.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he borders on almost being correct sometimes when he, like, talks about, like, corporate influence on the economy.
We all know
like,
what Matt means by corporate.
No, I mean actual corporate. Because unlike Ramon, I actually worked for a large corporation for over a year. And, like, when you work in that environment, you see the cogs turning. And
The cogs turning.
I too work at a large corporation.
by the way, the corporation I worked for has no Jews on the boardroom. It's all just like it's all just white guys in Florida. So I'm allowed to say that corporate influence
They're with the jits. Yeah.
is
Tessa,
bad.
Where do you work?
I work at the Olive Garden because I have a degree in acting.
Magnifique. Some I want a tour of Italy and the Italian margarita. No.
So Tessa, you're saying an acting degree didn't get you a job on Broadway immediately? Damn.
What?
Exactly. You know what? I had a technical director. The technical director at my college said that stagehands get jobs and actors wait tables. And boy, was he right.
Some real wisdom.
I got something the stages can hand.
Stop. I really should have listened, and I should have been more into like the technical stuff. Like I did a little bit of tech theater, but I was mostly into like playwriting and acting. But
The art form.
yeah.
Well, it makes me feel better. I have a cousin who went to a very prestigious like theater school in New York, like technical theater, and got really good at lighting. And now he runs an organic farm in Utah. So doesn't always work out.
The possibilities in life are endless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Also, as a currently unemployed individual, I take hope in the fact that, you know, we're in our 20s. It's the time to, like, try shit out.
It's the time to live off of the government.
Yeah, yes.
yeah.
In Ramon's case, yes, because this motherfucker, like, had the perfect opportunity to take unemployment when they were giving away, like, $600 a week.
Yeah, I was an essential worker, man.
Yeah, an essential library worker. All he did was listen to Come Town and fucking dust shelves all day.
Knowledge is power. Okay.
you told me yourself I just sit there and do nothing.
Well, I was doing homework sometimes.
I mean, there you go. We would all like to do that, but no, I had to work at Jimmy John's and be.
Oh, another finest stat. You worked at the Jimmy John's, the pork store.
Yeah, I worked
They
at the.
call Jimmy John's the Satrials of Bellingham. Is that right?
The Satrials of the West.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially yes, and I would never go back, and I don't recommend you eat there.
Why not?
Why not?
It's just not good.
Elaborate.
I'm a fan of Jimmy
We
John's.
want more.
So
Yes,
I need to
and.
be convinced.
We're improving here. Yes, and. Yes, and.
Yes,
yes,
and.
daddy. Yes, and.
Oh my god.
That's what Ramon says when he gets pegged.
No.
I mean, I've worked at 2 Jimmy John's. Both of them were toxic. Like very, very toxic work environment. I'm talking like
Classic millennial move, calling the workplace toxic. The vibes are off in this workplace.
the vibes were so off. Like
Nobody wants to work anymore.
I wonder why. No, you remember when because I ended up like in a more managerial role at the second Jimmy John's I worked at in
Became
college.
a capitalist.
Not, but
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Let's go.
But you remember when I would come talk about it, and I would wake up with an anxiety attack every single morning that my boss was going to text me and say, oh, you did something wrong. At one point, he said, I was about to fire you because you did all of this wrong. You didn't do this well enough. Meanwhile, there was another guy who did so bad, he left piss in the toilet overnight. Like, he didn't check the bathrooms to make sure that the toilet was flushed, and the manager didn't say anything, so.
It's
Nice.
a good old boys club at Jimmy John's. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did they have any equipment in the back that fell off of a truck? Was there this thing of ours going on in the back?
I'm gonna need you to elaborate.
Well, you're Italian. What
You're Italian. You should know what that means.
was did that fine establishment have some sort of connection with the waste management business?
No.
No, unfortunately.
No, my family's not connected in waste
mean the
management, so
five-
I wouldn't know.
The five families of Northwestern Washington.
The 5 families of Bellingham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. I
The
would've
5
never guessed.
boroughs of Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got West Seattle. We got
Capitol Hill,
Capitol
run
Hill.
famously by Gay Tony.
yeah by the Ballad of Gay Tony.
The Ballad of Gay
South
Tony.
Lake Union, run by all the tech bros.
run by Bezos. Yeah, the Bezos crime family.
The basic, yeah, accurate.
What ethnicity is Bezos?
White.
Martian.
Well, what surname is Bezos? Isn't that
That's
like...
his stepdad's name, I think. His stepdad was like some sort of Hispanic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
His
So it's like a Ted Cruz situation.
yes.
Yeah, pretty
His
much.
birth name I think is Jorgensen actually. So he's a white man, but kind of respect in a way for his stepfather stepping up, but he also raised a monster, so
I'm not the father that I'm the father that stepped up or whatever.
Yeah.
he said.
Honestly, he created a true Sigma male.
Honestly, fuck that guy. I wish Jeff Bezos was raised by his biological dad and he was a fucking loser.
yeah, me too.
Honestly, he sounds like he would be cooler to hang out with if he was raised by his loser dad.
Yeah. He sounds way cooler to hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing that sucks too about those like super billionaires is that like everyone around them has to pretend that they're funny and it just breeds like just horribly unfunny like people who are terrible
that's just
to be
the
around.
corporate mindset in general. Is like you
Right.
have to kiss ass to your boss like constantly. You have to pretend their jokes are funny. So it just breeds like the most egotistical narcissists on the planet because they
Yeah.
neut are challenged in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I saw this video of Elon Musk like surrounded by a bunch of yes men. He was talking about like, oh, it's so stupid how Twitter's trying to sue me. I'm actually gonna win. That's an L Twitter. That's an L Doge.
Oh
and
my
they're
God.
like, oh Elon, you got him. That's so epic. You memed them.
The only thing that would be worse than the corporate life that I lived, which was like going and playing golf and shit like that with like guys who have never like seen a piece of media in their life, would be the exact opposite, which is like working for Elon Musk, having to deal with Rick and Morty memes in the workplace constantly. Like, I think I would end it all.
yeah, me too.
Like, just working in a normal corporate environment
But
was like
Matt-
enough to make me want to end my life. But that would be
The wholesome,
incredibly worse.
The wholesome Chungus memes are good for company morale.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would rather kill myself than contribute to the company morale if that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the company culture is founded on wholesome Big Chungus and Rick and Morty, that's when you know the vibes are off and you need to
The
leave.
pillars of industry.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
But yeah. In other news, I don't know if this is recent, but Ramon was mentioning he saw a hot Epstein take from Destiny.
Oh yeah, our favorite streamer, folks, Destiny, who deserves a deeper dive on a separate.
He deserves his
podcast.
own episode, but it's not going to be this one because Tessa does not know who he is.
Yeah.
I just found out about him like 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I feel like your life is already better.
no.
Shocker, folks.
I mean, my life wasn't that great to begin with.
No, but he would definitely make it worse. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure now he unironically thinks that Epstein did not kill him, or like Epstein actually killed himself.
The biggest loser take you could have on
Yeah.
Epstein. Because, like, I feel like that's one of the things that's across the board. Everyone knows Epstein did not kill himself. I think the only contention is, like, who killed him. Like, either you think Trump did it or you think the Clintons did it.
Yeah.
One of which is the correct answer and one of which is the small brain take. I will not say which.
Yeah, and and to be fair too, I feel like the thing is, regardless of which side did it, the other side still benefited. Like they were just like they're like, okay, like we'll let you take care of this one, but
Yeah, the motive was there on both
Yeah.
sides because they both had, like, known connections to him at one point or
exactly,
another.
yeah,
But I'll just say one of them has their own name kill list of 200 plus people who quote unquote committed suicide.
They slipped in the bathtub, Matt. How many times do I have to tell you?
They drove into a shallow pond and stabbed themselves in the back 47 times with a penknife. A classic suicide.
Yeah. Let's just say they weren't with her.
Yeah, that's all we're gonna say about that.
Anyways.
But
Tessa, did you? Oh wait, you weren't 18 for the 2016 election. You couldn't support your fellow women trying to take office.
neither
Yeah,
were
no.
we. But we definitely had a horse in that race in high school.
I would think. I would hope so.
We had an ironic horse in that race, and we were very surprised when that horse actually
He
won.
said, "Oh, I hope the yeah. Oh boy.
Again, I hated both candidates in 2016. So if I was old enough to vote, I would have had just a complete crisis because
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
You could always just vote third party.
Yeah, that would have worked out well.
Yeah.
No, like
if you're not a
people-
coward.
Yeah.
No, people around me, because I did go to a very liberal high school. Granted, there were some conservatives, but they were the minority.
Oppressed minority.
No, no. They, like, I had people around me saying, if you vote for the third party, that's basically a vote for Trump.
Yes,
I'm like, good thing I
yes.
don't have to vote.
That's literally I feel like that's literally the reason Trump won is because people just got annoyed with all the Hillary supporters who were like, she's gonna win, and if you vote for anyone except her, you're a fascist. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you're just alienating everybody on the fringes who could have been swayed by being like a huge egotistical piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
I feel like the ego is really what was her downfall, is because she was so confident that she was gonna win.
I
and then
know.
it just didn't go her way.
She's like, what is happening?
I thought they were gonna Pokemon go to the polls.
I
What's
know.
happening?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they Pokemon went, but they chose Trumpizard
Trumpizard, yeah.
instead of
The first print, extra valuable.
yeah
Yeah.
instead of Hillary Squirtle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Clintosaur.
Clintosaur.
Oh,
That's a
there
good
we
one.
Go, yeah.
That deserves a
Twofer.
did a twofer.
Gang bang.
We got to give the
combo.
women at least one, just to
You
you
gotta
know
hype them up.
hit our diversity
Let
quota.
loose.
Because
Just go
you
with
may
the
be
flow.
surprised, but I have had complaints that this is quote unquote a misogynist podcast. So
Boo. We love women.
yeah,
Not in that way, though.
literally
Well,
the
not
only. It's so funny because the person who brought it up was literally like, it's only misogynist because you weren't transphobic enough in the same episode.
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll try harder to be bigots, I guess.
Yeah. We'll try harder to be bigots towards everyone, I guess. But
What do you think, Tess? Is this a misogynistic show?
I mean, not really, because I know.
No, the answer's no.
the answer's no.
Not really, but I know both.
Read the cue card.
Do we need to mansplain this to you? Hey, this is a hot
Oh.
mic.
Oh,
Maybe I wanted them to hear that.
Jesus Christ.
confirmed. Ramon takes things up his ass. You heard it here first, folks.
No, well, I can't reach
Tessa is
I can't
nodding
reach the
yes
soundboard.
aggressively.
I can't reach the soundboard for the fucking Hassan bit. This
You
is
also
unfair.
can't hear the soundboard because I'm
This
the only
is-
one who
this
brought their
is-
fucking
this is
headphones.
biased reporting.
Mm-hmm.
This is bullshit.
I didn't know I needed to bring my own headphones. That's his fault.
Yeah, it's his fault. He's been here for every episode, so he should have told you. But
Whatever. I'm raw dogging it.
yeah, he's raw dogging life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we at
Nice.
least have the communal pod vape, but
Yeah.
Tessa is abstaining because she's clean.
You know, I've been looking at it for the past however long I've been here, and it's been tempting.
Just to not tempt you, this is like one of the shittiest vapes I've ever tried. Like
It's such a knockoff. What is it? Let me see.
it's well, let's not shit on it too much because it's from a native owned business. So.
Right. Well, no, I respect that. I respect the shit out of the native smoke shops, but I mean,
Yeah.
this is trash.
Yeah, it was definitely like mass ordered on Alibaba, and they just put
Yeah.
like a logo on it and said this is a native product. But you know, get the bag however you can. You know,
I guess.
That's what America's all about.
nobody's gonna give you your land back, but we can give you money.
Land back. That's a Black Hammer org reference.
Yes, Black Hammer Cult, I think is
Black Hammer
what
cult.
they're being called now. It's safe to call them that now.
Yeah, it's been safe, but
Well, now that they literally killed a child, it's safe to
well,
call
technically an
call it
adult, but
that.
yeah.
Well, 18-year-old.
18, I know. I know.
The lines are blurring on that constantly.
Well, I know you think the lines blur when it comes to age map.
No, I'm saying in the opposite direction. Like now it's now it's not okay as like a 24-year-old to date an 18-year-old. Like
but when you were
icky.
23, it was like whatever, 15, 16.
Hey, whoa.
What?
hey.
That's Matt talking, not me.
It's not me talking.
What a fucking liar, dude.
Yeah. I have the soundboard. I have the
Yeah,
power.
Bullshit.
Oh yeah, it feels good to be the king.
They want to hide. Yeah, they. This is what they do, folks. This is what they do.
This is what they want, and this is what they do.
They take the power away from you, the people who tell the truth, and they give it to themselves.
Oh yeah, Ramon, didn't you want
I
to?
love Ben Shapiro.
We all do. He's a friend of the pod.
He's a friend of the pod, actually.
Bankroller of the pod.
Well,
Thank you, Ben.
Bankroller.
Ever since I started Daily Wire, I wanted to invest more in unbiased news sources. So that's why I am the main contributor to Dudes Rock News.
Yeah.
That's an official endorsement from Ben.
This is what they want. They want a podcast that's not misogynistic, that's not transphobic. It's just a couple of guys having fun, and I am paying for it because I am rich.
But
Ben Shapiro is not straight.
oh yeah,
He is
definitely
not
not.
straight.
You wanna
I
dive
think we
into
can all
that?
agree on
Yeah.
that.
I think you've got a good take on that.
Yeah, no, I just look at him. I'm like, this is not a straight man. Not a straight man.
I feel like it has something to do with his sister because like his sister's hot as hell. So I feel like
Well,
that would.
she's not super hot. She just grew like ungodly sized boobs when she was pregnant.
That's good enough for me, man.
Her face is pretty mid.
Like I said,
Tessa,
good enough for
thoughts?
me.
Would you like to drag your fellow woman?
It's not a drag, but, I just don't think she's a good person, and that makes her unattractive.
Cat fight, meow.
You know what? Maybe this podcast is a little misogynistic.
Oh, someone take her mic. Oh.
Ooh, hot mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a women hating on women podcast. Jesus Christ, the audio levels are fucked. I'm gonna have to edit this.
We had to go full poly.
Yeah, we had to go full poly.
Whoa.
But yeah, Ramon famously, I think we all know this by now. Ramon studied economics, so we're giving him a little econ corner. He wanted to talk about lumber prices for some reason. So.
Lumber prices, folks. Lumber futures are down 62%.
Yeah.
Why? The entire market is anticipating what is called the Great Reset. I didn't make that up, folks.
Forbes said that.
Fortune said that.
Sorry, Fortune, the other one that starts with F.
Literally, folks, they're so detached from reality. They literally don't know that like that's an alt-right talking point to talk about the Great Reset. And they're like, actually, yeah, lumber's down for some reason. We think it has to do with this Great Reset thing. It's no big deal, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is hilarious, too, because it's like, I guess, under what? I didn't read the full article, but I'm like, I don't really.
Of course.
I think they're so out of touch. Like by Great Reset, they just mean like the housing market is cooling off.
Yeah.
Which is they could have just said that instead of like played into a bunch of conspiracy theories. But
Well, I think it might be like a chicken before the egg situation because I think the original terminology for the Great Reset was like relating to COVID. Like there's going to be an economic restart.
right,
And then the alt-right sort of ran with that. And it's like, oh, it's a conspiracy to like make you live in the pod and eat the bugs.
right, yeah,
So
and it's weird. I don't understand. They're just so unaware. It's insane.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
Tessa, you're
stock
looking
up on wood before.
yeah.
Good thing we live in Washington State. Abundance of wood.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I got some right now.
That's gross.
Thanks to our sponsor Blue Chew.
Yeah, thanks to our sponsor Blue Chew.
Not yet, but coming soon.
Yeah, our soon-to-be sponsor.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we aren't sponsored by Blue Chew in the next year, I will commit seppuku,
Yeah, you
and
heard
that is a
first.
promise.
And that is on Blue Chew. So Blue Chew executives, if you don't want another body on your hands, well, you know what to do.
Yeah, send a letter to your local Blue Chew executive saying, I know a young Jewish boy who will kill himself on live television if you don't give him a sponsorship.
Yeah. Wait, Tessa, what do you think would happen if you tried a Blue Chew? What do you think it does to women?
I don't think it does anything.
It probably just it makes your blood flow more though, right? Could give you a heart attack.
Interesting. I'm not willing to try it.
It just makes your clit hard, which does
Jesus
nothing.
Christ.
It does nothing physically.
Well, because Matt doesn't know how to find it, so.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's slander yet again.
What a
Well,
fucking liar,
There he
dude.
goes, having the
What a
board all to
fucking-
himself.
Yeah, but I looked up where the clitoris was in middle school because I was a good little boy who did his homework. Turns out I was 4
And you
years
said,
too
ew, where's the page with the boy parts?
early. No, slander yet again. In other political news, Trump is on trial.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
That's our boy.
Yeah, that's our boy.
Okay. and-
Another dudes rock king. The article we read was pretty funny. He pled the fifth 440 times.
That's got to be a record.
Honestly, respect.
Yeah, that's
That
a dude rock
rocks.
moment. Tessa, what would you think of someone who pleads the Fifth Amendment?
They're guilty
Why would you say that?
because
You don't believe in law and order?
I mean, you know who else said the same thing?
Who?
45th President of the United States of America, Donald John Trump.
Uh-oh. Wait, what did he say?
He said that if you plead the fifth, then that's obvious guilt. You're the one who told me.
I know. I'm trying to feed you things to talk about.
You don't have to feed me things to talk about.
Well, we can't have Matt take
a
over.
lover's quarrel on the
Yeah.
pod.
Matt will just
First
spread
ever.
lies and slander the entire time if we let him have them.
Yeah, Ramon says it's my nature to. I don't know what he means by that, but he
Because-
says it's my nature to lie
Yeah.
and control the media.
No, not that second part. Just the lying. Oh yeah, as an Italian, what are your thoughts on The Sopranos?
I mean, I didn't find the show that interesting, to be quite honest with you.
It's the wrong answer.
Slander.
I mean, I saw a couple of episodes and it was okay, but
Does it remind you of home?
no. Well, actually, the yelling. The yelling.
The yelling.
The yelling.
Does this put you at ease?
Fucking quiz!
I don't have headphones. I can't hear it.
Yeah.
You heard it
They
before.
put Matt's at ease. He's like, oh, thank you, Polly. That's me.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Puts Ramon at ease.
Well, the no Matt is comfortable. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Matt is comfortable in his sexuality.
The
Yeah,
yelling.
Ramon is very uncomfortable in his sexuality.
Oh, yeah, he is. He is. He's the most violently straight man I've ever met.
Well, it means I'm comfortable.
Just
That's
for you
fine.
listeners, she put straight in quotations.
She did not.
Yeah, I did.
Matt is literally lying right now.
No, I did.
This is unreal.
I did.
Believe women, Ramon.
Listen.
I don't. I find-
Listen, I love
clip
the
that, clip
gays.
that.
I love the gays. I love the theys. I love the transgender community. So, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to lower Tessa's levels for a second because her Italianness was jumping out.
Oh, yeah.
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 I've been told I'm too loud. I think I get it from my mother because, like, when we were growing up, like, she would always talk really loud, and we always thought that she was yelling at us.
Yeah.
And we'd tell her, like, stop yelling at us. And she's like, this is just how I talk.
Oh yeah, my mom's the same way.
Yeah.
She does it in a very Jewish way. Like she's like Matthew.
Yeah, I was I was talking about this with one of my coworkers who's Jewish. Like, we kind of had the same experiences with our parents.
Yeah.
Italians and Jews, they're kind of, you know.
They're pretty close, actually.
pretty
I mean,
close.
aside from a blip in the 40s.
Yeah, aside from one very large straying at the lines in the 1940s.
Yeah.
But I'd say in America,
Yeah.
for the well, I mean, like modern America.
Modern. Yeah.
Because like back in like the early 1900s when like every white minority hated each other for some reason.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
unknown reason.
Yeah.
Before we had a common enemy to dislike.
Well, yeah, I guess. before we settled on a group that we could all decide deserves to be second-class citizens, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we meaning our ancestors, not us. We're woke AF. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Evidently, yes.
I don't see color.
Oh, that's a very Destiny take. That's
Yeah.
a very like few years behind the curve
wait, Tessa,
Obama era take.
Yeah.
What?
Could talk about your uncle that we visited in Florida.
What about him?
Just
Well,
don't
just
name any
describe-
names for legal reasons.
Yeah, no, yeah, for legal. Well, he's an interesting character.
How
At
so?
least I thought so. I mean, he's this guy who has a interesting background, and then he went well, he like jumped around all over the place. Like he worked, he's a boat electrician.
Just an electrician in general, yeah.
Okay. But then he lived, he was the king of Staten Island for a while.
Like a couple years
A couple
ago.
years.
The original Skeet?
Yeah, no.
The old Skeet?
No, I respect your uncle a trillion times more than I'd ever respect him.
Yeah, Mr. Butthole Eyes.
Yeah. No, fucking, but he's like this, he's not a loud mouth, but he's a loud Brooklyn Italian, right?
Well, yeah, he's essentially my mom.
Living in Florida,
but my uncle.
But then he's also at the same time like a huge Star Wars nerd.
Yes.
Like insane.
Yes.
Like he would like be sitting in his living room with his like Yankees fitted on, his guinea pig on his
Yankee with
lap.
no brim?
No, with brim.
Oh, damn.
With his guinea pig on his lap, watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars for the 8th time.
Okay,
honestly,
and?
in his defense, Star Wars: The Clone Wars does kind of slap.
No, I'm just saying, like, you would think this guy's like busy, like going to the pork store or something like that.
Okay, that's just a stereotype.
Smoking a cigar with the crew, with the boys.
Tessa's taking offense to the Italian stereotype.
That's just a stereotype.
Let's pull up the tweet. Pull up the tweet. You can never be racist towards Italians.
That is true.
It's always okay.
Because I am Italian as well.
So am I, partly.
Oh, no, you just saw The Sopranos once and decided, you know what, this is the aesthetic I'm going to adopt today.
I can pull up the 23andMe, bitch. So.
Okay, let's see.
I don't have it.
You don't have it. Convenient.
Oh, my God. I have to turn down her levels again. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Matt says, oh, my God, I have to mute her. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I don't have my 23andMe. My DNA results go to a different school, actually, so you won't be able to see them.
It goes to Canada.
Yeah.
Trudeau actually has my DNA results. He's hiding it as like counterbalance blackmail for all the blackface pictures I have of him.
Well, it's because Matt has his DNA results that prove that he's the son of Fidel Castro.
Oh my God, that's an amazing conspiracy theory. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, have you seen that?
Yeah, I have actually.
Yeah. What do you think?
Honestly, in a way, I kind of see it. Like, I need to see it side by side again. Like,
he looks exactly like him.
I didn't really pay that much attention to it, but I have heard it.
Also, it makes sense because Fidel was like a big dick player. So like,
playa.
Yeah.
He plays basketball. Already a squirt on his notch.
Yeah, if you're a Latino who can hoop, bro, Jesus, you're good. Like, you're good. Yes, me.
Not you.
I can hoop with the best of them.
Yeah, no, you can hoop on me.
Remember when I beat you in horse, Ramon?
I don't remember that actually at all. I remember.
Are you gonna blame it on the beers?
I remember beating a bald Asian man 1-on-1 in California.
Is that an achievement?
Yeah, I was like, I basically beat Jeremy Lin 1-on-1. So.
Whoa.
What? I think his name was Jeff. It's kind of close to Jeremy.
They both start with J.
Yeah. So, I'm pretty close. I could be further. I could be a lot further. You got to give me that.
5 years. 5 years.
You've been dating for 5 years?
Yeah, just about.
Damn.
Yep. I'll hold it down, folks.
Yeah, he holds it down.
Surprisingly, yes.
He gets a beard and he keeps it for a long time.
Nope. I'm actually clean shaven, man.
Yeah, he's committed to the bit.
Yeah, he's committed.
Committed to the bit of being a Chad. Yeah.
Again,
I don't have the fucking soundboard, so
yep.
Kind of unfair here.
Well, you should have thought about that before forgetting your headphones. So.
Well, I just thought enlightened truth would come out on the pod, but I guess I was mistaken.
Oh, it's coming out. It's coming out thanks to me, the orchestrator.
Well, Matt did come out of the closet to record this podcast. I saw him physically come out of a closet. He said, "I'm ready to podcast. Mama, I'm going to Broadway."
You can say whatever you want, Ramon. I'm a proud bisexual male, and you're still closeted.
Full
so
gay.
I am out of the closet, actually. So
full gay.
How do you feel about that, Ramon?
Well, you're half out of the closet because you're only pretending to be half gay.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You still got one foot in the closet with a high heel on.
You've got
dragging
both
its way
feet
out.
in the closet. Enough that you have to come up with elaborate, very imaginative, like descriptions of the sissy gear that I supposedly wear.
Yeah,
which makes me just think that you're projecting.
I'm staring at it right now.
Uh-huh.
It's a pink onesie bedazzled with cum slut on it, and it says, Matt is property of Zaddy on a bib I'm looking at.
Doesn't he have such a creative imagination, Tessa?
Well, I study sociology. Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
yes.
he's quote unquote studies sociology.
Well, and to be fair too, I don't think you could have a gay man be a sociologist scholar. There's too much temptation involved.
Exactly, which is why I think you're very tempted by the sissy community.
I'm
you
not.
keep coming back
No,
to
what
it.
I'm saying is the reason why I'm such a astute scholar of the field is because I can focus purely on the academic aspects and not get distracted by like a little twink's asshole in a skirt.
Fuck, man.
What?
And I would say, I would posit that a straight
Not
man
homophobic.
would not have any interest in looking at a twink's asshole.
No, not for sexual
Academically
not for
or
sexual
otherwise.
reasons. Well, Matt, let me riddle you this. Do you think like a crime scene investigator likes looking at like a decomposing, fucked up body? No, but it's their job.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how I feel. I'm like,
Yeah, but the difference is like sissies aren't going out and murdering people.
Tessa took the first hit of vape.
Oh, we got her, ladies and gentlemen.
we got her.
we ruined a recovery.
How does the smooth taste of native vape
Sponsor,
taste
honestly, sponsor.
sponsor?
I mean, honestly, it tastes like nothing.
I'm gonna go to the Indian smoke shop later and be like, hey, I shouted out your brand on the podcast. Can we get a collab? And
Yeah.
they're gonna say, get out of here, you white devil.
White devil.
You know what? The buzz is good. I miss the buzz.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so bad. Like, I'll just fully expose myself right now. I would wake up in the middle of the night, hit the vape, wake up first thing in the morning, hit the vape. But that's a pretty, like, standard thing. Like, I would think of every scenario in which I could get out of my, like, situation where I couldn't vape and then hit the vape. Like, it was bad.
Yeah, Tessa's a walking anti-vaping ad. I keep hearing the one on YouTube that's like, that's metal in your lungs.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
Jesus
Do you guys get that one?
No.
Yeah, I get that one all the time.
I get that one while I'm vaping, and I'm like, damn, that's pretty metal.
Yeah, I would get that while I was vaping too, and I didn't care. But then it got to a point where I'm like, my chest hurts and I'm coughing all the time. It's really bad.
Yeah, I got COVID, and I was still vaping when I had COVID.
That's the cure, Matt. They
Yeah,
don't-
it literally.
That's why do you think they started banning vapes right when COVID hit? They want to take away our cures, our medicine.
They take our medicine,
Yeah.
so we can buy their
So they
poison.
feed us their poison. The jab, folks.
Yeah.
Funny enough, me and Tessa, we both got our shots at the same time, remember?
We did, yeah.
Oh, romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really nice date. We went to Walmart.
You didn't even take her to CVS, you fucking cheapo.
No.
No, that was like the earliest appointment we got. So basically in Washington State, I think the date that everyone over the age of 18 could get the shot was like April 16th of 2021.
Yeah, well, we got in a little early because we lied. I said I was a smoker or something. I think you said you were pregnant or something.
Yeah, I could have just said I was a smoker too.
But you had to lie and say that you were pregnant.
Yeah, because we care about public health, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when they were asking me all the questions and they got to the pregnant one, I said, no, I'm not pregnant. And they were like, oh, okay. It's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to kick me out?
They're
Like,
going to arrest you for murder because you aborted the child.
I am pro-abortion. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Wow, you heard it here first, folks.
Tessa is pro-child murder. You heard it
Whoa.
here first.
Yeah, I'll admit it. If I don't want it, I'm not going to keep it.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, yeah. Ramon is ecstatic about
Yep.
that news. Yeet us that fetus, baby.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I'm the opposite. I got it like the latest I possibly could, like right after they mandated that every employer with over 100 employees had to get it. Like my company was like, oh, well, we're still going to try and find a way for you not to have to get it.
So weird you're a Floridian-based company.
Yeah,
that's
my
trying to find every
my
loophole.
Florida-based company was trying to find a way to get employees out of taking the vaccine because obviously most of the employees that work there are very conservative. So they're like, we ain't taking no Biden vaccine. And like I was on the fence about it. I didn't care either way. Like opinions aside, like the vaccine is more effective than not taking anything. But at the same time, it has diminishing returns, and you know it's up to personal choice. But like when I went
libertarian
to
take.
Yes. Don't ever call me libertarian ever again.
That has
I
a
will
"Don't
fucking
tread
kill
on
you.
me" flag.
No, I do not. That is slander.
It's hanging up next to his sissy gear. It's a really weird duality
What a
going
fucking
on.
liar.
No, Tessa's hijacking the fucking soundboard now. She doesn't even know what she's
Nice.
pressing. She's just pressing buttons like a monkey.
I saw the one that said liar that you've been pressing for the
Well,
past.
you don't know how
long.
they're labeled. Some
Yes,
of them
I
are
d-
mislabeled.
What, do you think I'm illiterate? I saw you pressing that one.
Yeah, true. You got me on that one. But anyways, as I was saying, I went to CVS, you know, the cultured version. Walmart's the Olive Garden of vaccines, and
Oh.
you know, CVS is the high end Italian.
Where else am I going to get
restaurant.
my gravy every Sunday?
Yeah.
Family dinner at the garden.
Catch me at the garden
Yeah.
eating gabagool.
Yeah, catch me at the garden watching the Knicks game, and then I go over to the other garden.
You know, we do see an uptick in business on Sundays, so
Mm.
I think people are just trying to get that authentic, quote unquote, authentic Italian feel.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
authentic gravy.
That's
But
Did you know that the executive head chef of Olive Garden makes $750,000 a year
well, that's what you get for quality, baby.
to
Yeah.
come up with that food?
Right. Well,
Respect.
I mean, someone less qualified would not come up with something such as the tour of Italy.
Yeah. Honestly, if I could get $750,000 a year to pour ragu in a fucking bowl
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of some pasta, honestly, I'd take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, they have a new appetizer. It's-
Tessa, I think you have what's called the player hater mindset.
No, I am mad.
Yeah, she is mad.
I am mad.
But anyways, like I was saying, I went to CVS. I got the vaccine. Probably the latest I possibly could. And I got hella shade from like the old ass lady who was giving out the vaccine. She was like, "Why didn't you do it sooner?" And it's
Really?
like, I'm doing it now. Why do you have to give me shit about
Yeah,
it?
why does it matter? I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
Wait, what new appetizer did they have at Olive Garden?
Yeah, back to Olive Garden.
It's
Clearly the more interesting topic.
yeah, it's the meatball parmesan.
Ooh.
It's just a bowl of meatballs that are pre-made.
Well, I don't know. That sounds very authentic to me, Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a bowl of meatballs that are pre-made.
Is that really a
and-
new appetizer? Or do they just have a surplus of meatballs?
Yeah,
Probably.
it's a surplus of meatballs, and they're selling it for $11.79.
They started to castrate the Mexican chefs. We got too many meatballs back here.
Yes.
Selling our new chorizo flavored
Yeah,
meatballs.
Oh, Jesus.
Honestly, as a Mexican woman, because I am Mexican too, that sounds like it kind of slaps.
Mhm.
I would love
Cooked Mexican testicles?
chorizo.
Oh. Okay.
God.
I'm just
You can tell she's not Mexican by the way she overdid the accent on chorizo.
Anyway, meatball parmesan, $11.79.
damn, you got it memorized.
It's not good.
the menu item.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you can tell she's a good employee. She has the menu items memorized.
That's true.
Yeah, I remember one time my manager, and he's a cool guy. I think he's a cool guy. But one time, like, he asked me, because he's newer, and he's a younger guy, so he's trying to do a good job. I respect it. And to his credit, he's doing good. But he asked me one time, do you want to be a good employee or a great employee? And I said, honestly, somewhere in the middle. Like, I do not care about that job. It's a job that makes me money to pay bills.
Tessa,
and
are you here or are you family?
Yeah.
I'm
You got to
just-
choose.
I'm just here, man.
La familia.
I'm just here.
Did they make you like do a blood oath when you came in? Did they burn like a card of like a
You
of a
have to
saint
get
and
inducted.
prick your finger?
They don't call them managers, they call them made men.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
you don't clock in late for a made man. That's a hiring process, I'm pretty sure, right?
It's called blood in, blood out.
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Because it's not even Italian food. It's just like,
Whoa.
Whoa.
it's not.
You tell
Whoa.
me they don't serve Italian margaritas in Venice?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Well, I don't want to go to Venice anymore.
Yeah, let that place sink into the fucking sea. Like, Jesus Christ.
Honestly, hot take of the evening. Sometimes inauthentic ethnic food kind of slaps.
You know what? Yeah.
I went to a taco place in downtown Tacoma earlier this week, yesterday even. I got invited there by another guest of the pod, friend of the pod, Zosha.
Friend of the pod.
They invited me out for tacos, and it was very inauthentic. A white man served us our food, so that's how you know.
Yeah, we went to really gentrified Mexican place in Tacoma.
Yeah,
But
all right.
But
it was fine.
But I will say they had what they called on the menu margarita slushies, and they fucking slapped. I would drink 11 of those if I could.
Are they
They're
just
so
a
good.
frozen margarita?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a frozen margarita with like flavorings. in 'em.
Margarita con hielo. It's margarita with ice.
Yeah. Thanks, Ramon.
It's fine. You're welcome.
Ramon always has to point out he's not Mexican. He's
That
Ecuadorian.
is so true.
That's mean.
Well, I'm just
Respect my
saying.
culture
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Now
Well,
you're
I'm
getting
not
confronted about
disrespecting,
it.
I'm just saying Ecuadorian culture.
Your
by
Mexicanophobia.
Yeah.
By far the best Latin culture there is.
To be honest, I don't really appreciate your attitude right now.
We're the
Mhm.
world's leading exporters of bananas. Okay.
Okay.
So-
Minions.
Yeah, exactly.
Banana.
Minions would not exist without Ecuador and their hardworking people exporting us millions of bananas. So
Here's another bit for the pod. I came up with this thanks to our friend Zosha, friend of the pod. We were talking about Minions at the Ren Fair the other week, and I was just like, it's weird that they conveniently were gone during the 1940s. I feel like there's some data being omitted from the Minions origin story.
Yeah.
well,
And just imagine like you're a young Jewish man being escorted onto the trains, and the conductor is just some yellow oval freak, just screaming banana as you're being escorted to the camps.
blasting yeet over the loudspeakers.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Tessa, don't that. I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism is the cornerstone of Jewish comedy.
Damn straight.
Mm-hmm. I will not have yet another white woman tell me I can't be anti-Semitic in my own Jewish skin.
Yet again, another one.
Damn. All right. Okay. You
Mhm.
do you.
You do you. Yeah, you talk about Minion concentration camps. That's all you, Matt.
Yep.
That's all you.
Yeah, it's my wheelhouse.
It's
Yeah.
a you thing. Yeah. Okay, what's been around longer, Minions or the country of Ecuador? I'd like to know.
Well, the spirit of Ecuador has been around for eternity. So the country, the borders physically have been around for, I think it's a little younger than America. I think in the early 1800s.
Yeah, all the South American countries are like pretty young.
Well, because like all my history shit, like a lot of people, especially for some reason, like even though it's like pretty Western, like they don't know like South American like revolutionary history, which is really interesting. Like Simon Bolivar.
Yeah, they don't really teach it. Like the most education I got was from like AP English classes where we had to read like 100 Years of Solitude, which is
That shit
literally just a
slaps.
book about incest.
Yeah.
But it does kind of slap.
Well, the thing is, too,
Ramon's outing himself by saying that book
no,
slaps. By
it's
the way.
just half that book is named after my family members, so it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are a few Ramones in that book. I haven't
There
read it in a
are.
while.
There's like 5 people named after my dad in that book.
Yeah. You just outed yourself. You just doxed your own father. On the
whatever. You can dox him all you want. He's got his shit on the internet. He's on Facebook 24
He's
hours
very
a day.
active on Facebook.
When he's not.
He's been banned off of Facebook
Yeah.
so many. Honestly, we need to get your dad on the pod.
I need to like do a photo shoot with my dad where he's like one of those like comedians pretending to be canceled. He's got like the canceled tape around his mouth.
Yes, your dad goes blue.
Yeah.
Honestly, your dad's an icon.
He is. We need him on the pod eventually. We'll have to come up with a tailored topic free of Holocaust jokes for him.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't care, but
I thought he was from Ecuador, not Argentina.
that's true. Yeah, well, he makes fun of them for being actual Nazis.
Yeah, honestly, my favorite brand of racism is South American racism because it's very much just like shitting on Chileans and Argentinians because they're the whitest.
The worst.
They are the worst. From experience, they are the worst.
You know what's really concerning? My grandfather, the one from Sicily, wanted to move to Argentina. So, you know what? And he also liked Mussolini.
Where
Apparently.
was he from 1930 to 1945?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there you have it, folks.
You know what? I think he was like, I don't want to pull up my ancestry, but he was born.
Oh, now you're worried about your 23andMe.
Yeah. My great grandfather von Heinrich VII.
I'm not even German.
My great grandfather Heinrich Himmler.
You know what? I think he was born in like 1929, so he was probably like 10, 15 years old.
He could have been.
Oh, he was part of the
youth-
black shirts.
The youth, the
Yeah.
youth movement of the time.
No, my mom said like the only reason he liked Mussolini is because he could get the trains to
Right,
run on
that's
time.
the only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only like Hitler because I liked his mustache. Is all.
And his paintings.
Yeah, and his paint. Yeah, he was a great artist.
He was
yeah.
a wonderful artist.
A vegetarian icon, honestly.
Yeah, the only reason.
Yeah.
I want to get a vegetarian or a vegan on the pod just so we can do that.
Oh my
bit.
God, Ramon's mom.
No.
Yeah, let's have both your parents on the pod. That'll go great.
Let's not do
Get
that.
both.
That'll go
Podcast.
excellent. Your
I'd
mom
blow-
definitely won't
I-
talk about like social justice for like 45 minutes.
Blow my drains out.
Get your sister on the podcast.
My sister, I literally is too. I think she's too alt-right to be on the podcast.
You've conditioned your sister to be
Not
alt-right.
condition her.
You've created a monster on
She
accident.
couldn't decipher between the irony, Matt. It's not
Yes,
my fault.
It is your fault.
You know
You
what?
you went too hard into the irony and you created a monster.
I think she's worse
Whatever.
than he is.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
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 I don't take full responsibility for that, though.
You have to take responsibility for your actions, Ramon.
No. She's a
At some point.
She's a Zoomer. You can't help what she finds on the internet.
You are also a Zoomer, Ramon.
I know, but she's a super.
We are all
She
Zoomers.
was born post 2000. She's a super Zoomer.
Oh yeah. They need to come up with a distinction for that because I feel like generations are getting like faster and faster.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely not a 20-year gap anymore. It's more like a 10-year birth gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying we have stuff we're going to be in common with people born in 2019. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
fuck that.
These kids are growing up post Fortnite. That's how fucking new they are.
Yeah, kids who grew up without knowing like what Vine was.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Anyways, where are we at?
We're at about an hour, so
nice.
I'd say we can cut it off pretty
Nice.
soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tessa, do you have anything you wanted to plug?
No, I'm just hoping I don't get canceled due to my takes or
Oh, you
my
will.
associates. Great.
Oh, you will.
You know what? My friends,
You asked to be on this podcast.
you know,
by
I
the way.
did. I did too. That is very true. But my friends from high school came over the other night and we were looking through my yearbook and I was in a musical in high school called Hot Mikado.
Oh, I know about this.
Is it related to Nikocado avocado by any chance?
No.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately, no, yeah, unfortunately it's not. But yeah, let's just say there was only one Asian person in the entire cast about where the characters are all Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we had to cut out an entire song because it was just so incredibly racist.
You want to do a rendition on the pod?
I would not.
Come on, put those acting chops to
Yeah.
work.
I don't even remember it, to be honest with you.
Likely story.
Let's just say we went through
What
a
a
lot of
fucking
yellow
liar,
paint
dude.
on that on that show.
A lot of shoe polish was
Yeah.
used in the making of that musical.
No, yeah, so there are pictures of me. I mean, not in like yellow face, but I looked very pale. Like we didn't have
geisha makeup.
No. So we used the Ben Nye stage makeup, and if you know anything,
Gay brother of
No
Bill Nye.
relation to
Sorry.
Bill Nye.
no, yeah. If you know anything about Ben Nye makeup, there's only 3 shades. One of them is white,
Nice.
Trump orange, and then like very dark tan.
The primary colors.
Yeah, that's it. So
The colors of the rainbow.
yeah, the orange one was too dark for me, so I had to use the
The yellow.
The colors of the
white.
rainbow,
The white,
according to
yeah.
Fox News.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
That rocks.
Yeah, so there are pictures of me in that musical.
Uh-oh.
And they said we could sell it to the tabloids and
You can't.
Can't.
Good.
Cancel her.
Good thing you're not famous enough to be canceled yet.
I don't think I'll ever be famous enough to be canceled.
No, you will.
No, I doubt it.
No, I think you'll be. Here, 2 things. I think you can be famous, and secondly, I think even if you're not that famous, the threshold for who's cancelable nowadays is anyone with more than 100 followers.
That's
Yeah,
So-
anyone with a Twitter account can be
Yeah.
like you can be made famous by being canceled now.
That is, so true.
That is true, yeah.
But
Dark times. Whatever.
yep, it's a dark era.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tessa doesn't have anything to plug, but I do. I am auditioning.
His ass
No,
with men.
no, I'm cutting that out.
Yes.
Fuck you. I am auditioning for the Comedy Voice at Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington.
Let's go.
Next Monday, the 15th. I don't know if this episode is even going to be uploaded before then, but if I get around to it, it'll probably be this weekend, and you'll have like 2 days to come see me audition for that.
Book the first class tickets out here.
I come from Tel Aviv and say that you're a friend of the pod, and I'll know.
We'll buy you a drink.
Yeah. I mean, Matt, you're unemployed. You have a ton of time on your hands.
Yes, I have all the time on my hands. That's why I have this fucking podcast. I would not be doing this if I had a 60-hour job.
See, there you go.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode, and see you guys next week.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
Hey, this is my job, man. This is how I put food on the table. Real talk. Sleep all goddamn day, every day. Play the same fucking games over and over and over again every day. My day is shit. It's gonna be shit tomorrow. It's just gonna be shit after that. Just gonna be shit after that. My day is shit. It's gonna be shit tomorrow. It's just gonna be shit after that. Just gonna be shit after that. I'm a fat dude. I'm going to cheat. I'm a fat dude. Throwing controllers to a beat. I'm a fat dude. I'm going to cheat. I'm a fat dude. I'm a fat dude.